Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Going into season 35. Off season is done and it's time to get back on that horse. So yeah, we're sticking with the R's here. It's called Reappear this season. This is going to be the last season of Miss-Tic Dispersion Global. So we ranked accordingly. We really heavied up on defenders as an alliance for this season. And just going forward, and also a lot of attackers. So really excited about it, and we're off to a really strong start. Finished war early. We got a donut in our battle group, so that's always an awesome way to start the season. 6 fights for me this war. We're gonna start with let's see, no Mangog or no man thing on node 20. It's Mangog this time. Never fought on there before. So strategy worked out swimmingly, but wasn't super familiar. But so we got Mangog on 20, we got Maw on footloose, we've got Nova, Chavez, Korg all on 5B, and then long shot on the conflictor mini. Turned dexterity off for Mangog and also for Korg. I stopped taking, I did stop, and I'm going forward. I'm not going to take Maw on footloose with Doom anymore, because I didn't die with him, but man, I had some close calls last season. Doom does work great, mind you, but when you add that extra element of Miss-Tic dispersion, it gets tricky. It can get really, really hairy, so She-Hulk, I've gotten better with She-Hulk, much better with She-Hulk since the last time I actually took Maw on footloose with She-Hulk, which was many, many seasons ago. And she just absolutely crushes him. The reluctance there was always landing a parry stun so that you can actually land a heavy. Otherwise, you can get in this loop of like Maw is unstoppable and then also, has that evasion buff. So like, you can't even potentially land a heavy, because when you go to land it, even though you'll cut through the unstoppable with your heavy, if he evades, he can just keep smacking you. So that was always the apprehension there, but we solved that. This is a really clean war for me, and basically for all of our players and Battle Group 3 overall. As I said, we finished war early, so that's why I'm making this video and posting it now. I did take She-Hulk to rank 4, as you guys see here. My bae. So, here's her stats if you guys are interested. I mean, obviously you can look in MA, whatever the hell it is. But yeah, no, she's such a beast. I mean, this was definitely going to happen. I took some defenders up, and, She-Hulk. She's my main attacker, user for 85% of my fights, 80% maybe. So yeah, this was inevitable. This just had to happen. Stoked about it, she's a beast. Respect. She still gets crapped on. People still just don't even understand, but hey, their loss, whatever. But anywho, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. I didn't really have any other fights in Tier 1 this war except for Mangog. So I was actually backup / node 20. I got the White Mags pre-fight on this from somebody. So, that's helpful. I mean, you can go either way with this, but, given the opportunity, you get the extra attack, and then you also get the passive parry stun. So, why not? Use some light Mystic boosts, just a 20% champ boost here, and yeah, it's similar to like Man Thing. I guess the biggest advantage and difference is that you can't nullify. He basically has no nullify. He has to go to like level 3, and then some other condition has to be met. But you don't have to worry about your Fury from level 3 getting nullified with Doom. So you can just go into like L3 rotation. So, I mean, probably an okay placement. I don't really know. I mean, he just dropped like potatoes, so Wasn't tricky. I mean, it is a rank 4 Doom though, so you know, go to level 3, into level 1, steal that power. With Mangog though, I mean, you know, he could go unstoppable and unblockable if he gets into max hatred at 10. But you know, if you just don't do full 5-hit combos, you can usually kill him before that happens. And then also, like, if he's not on that level 2 mini, his level 2 is not unblockable. And that's like his shtick, right? That's his gimmick, for the most part. So yeah, super easy fight, straightforward. Yeah, moving on. We'll fast forward through these 2 middle minis. BC just smashed through all of this, all of it. APOC, Cable, shredded. And let's see, I did all this the second day, all on one boost set. So we go big boosts here. I didn't use a level 1 start because I was confident I wouldn't need it. Because I mean, look at that contrast and health and attack versus Ma. I mean, damn. 75,000 health, and that's not even max boosted health. But yeah, I didn't use a level 1 start because I've got 2 pre-fights on him, which is 2 debuffs. And if you read Ma's description, he reduces power gain on with each debuff on him, non-damaging. So like, and that applies to a level 1 start. So if you have like even 1 debuff on him from a pre-fight, then the level 1 start is stifled a bit. 2, it's pretty significant. So you get maybe half a bar, something like that. So it's like, eh. And as you can see, like, I don't need it. 55k level 2, 20 hits to drop this guy. I mean, damn. So yeah, it worked out. We go into Nova. As I said, I took Dex off for Korg. Got a level 3 33% reduction boost. Invulnerability for Nova, and carry it over to Chavez, I believe. Or no. No, I don't even run an invulnerability here. I used an invulnerability for Chavez, carried it over to Korg. But as I said, I mean, this lane went really smoothly. Cooperative AI, I land multiple draft back light intercepts against Chavez, and then also just the 1 against Korg, but that's all I needed. Nova, I don't even bother because he auto blocks with that Furia. I kind of just blunt him down. I mean, Doom conquers him anyway. You know, you just got the power control. And I think, yeah, that actually satisfied the intercept there. That level 2, it satisfied the ebb and flow intercept, which, I mean, I guess it's timing, because previously I've tried that with various champs and it never registered. But yeah, there it goes again. Second level 2 satisfies the ebb and flow intercept. So yeah, it's pretty rad. Yeah, and then you just, this guy shredded. I mean, hanging on by a thread. Moving on, we got Chavez next. I think is she unduped? I don't remember. Yeah, she's unduped. Mine's unduped. It doesn't matter. Like, for defense, doesn't matter at all. She will basically never, it will never apply. I think it gives her like a random dimension once you get 1 of each, or maybe if it's you stack 3 of the same dimension, you get a random one, the next one generated or something like. But yeah, basically irrelevant for defense. So I went ahead and ran an invulnerability here because I knew that I was going to kill her fast enough to go and remove dexterity, carry over that invulnerability boost to Korg, which is really where I wanted it. I didn't necessarily need it for Chavez. I wasn't worried about this fight, but always nice to have. Korg for sure. Boom, nailed it immediately with the light. Go ahead and start getting this good damage in. I didn't even wait for the level 2 because I already had that protection down, so I wanted to get as much damage in as possible. again, always watch for that protection coming back up. You know, that's why I don't even mess around with parry when I think it's gonna come back. This is nice right here, look at that. Always fun. Wasn't ready for it, but that's why I didn't counter, but like parried that heavy. Parry, resist, stun on their heavy. Bam. Yep. Dropped. So then I edited it out so you guys don't see the dex removal, but I go ahead and remove dex here. As you can see, the point at the top, and then we go into Korg. So many people just roll with dex, and you know, that's fine. I just don't. I still just remove dex every time against Korg. Don't mess around. I don't want to deal with any of that unstoppable, unblockable. Don't even worry about evading his level 1. Nope. Just eat the pelts. Pew 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 pew. And as you guys know, Doom is awesome for Korg. Sure, he's shock immune, but Korg is, but he's not incinerate immune, and most importantly, all of Doom's attacks are energy, not physical, so he doesn't get any thorns damage, so you can just go, you know, ham on him. Yeah, I end up saving for the level 3 first because I was like, well, it's mighty charge, so that level 2, like, none of those are gonna stick. So yeah, I just kind of set up for the draft back light intercept, and it ends up working great. I think right here, nailed it, and that's really all you need, just the one. Go into a Doom rotation here, and I think I just cleared his rock stacks right as his rock shield, right as I landed that intercept, so I got plenty of time. Power drain. I think I roll into a level 2 here. Protection comes back, but I mean the fight's already over. You know, it's done for. Still got my Fury up briefly. That's it. You know, that's it. Team is so good. Team is just so good. And last fight coming up, we got Long Shot on this conflictor. Great node for him. Pretty much, you know, I would say one of, if not the best champ for this node. That and the conflictor node on the beginning of 7A. Just because, like, there's no Miss-Tic or Defiance attackers that are incinerate immune. So you basically have to use, you know, a science. I mean, your options are like Human Torches would be great, but he's always banned. So you can use Rolk, Red Hulk, but then you got to remove Dex or play around it, and like, you know, removing dexterity against a Miss-Tic, like Doom versus Mangog, isn't necessarily just to avoid the miss. I think more importantly, it's to avoid MD, because you just got to assume that any Miss-Tic is running max MD. And you don't want to deal with that, especially not against Long Shot. That stupid anvil he drops. Little stingy here. Excuse me. I got no Furies, so like no taunting is happening. Little stingy with the level 1, but once he throws the first level 1, it's pretty much a wrap. I timed it, he was well below 1 bar, so I threw that level 2, knowing it would be safe. Then do a heavy, because he has Petrify up, that slow reduces power gain instead of giving him power from the conflictor. One more. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty smooth sailing after that first level 1. You know, obviously you want to watch on that dash back, because he likes to throw that level 1 and catch you, but still kind of a scary fight. I mean, you know, I felt good about it, but there's still always that variable where you can just go to that level 2 and you get an anvil dropped on you and you die. But it's just like, there's not really any. I mean, She-Hulk's great for him, but you have to be careful. Anyway, great first war. Everyone freaking performed, and we'll do it again next war. Peace.